We welcome you back to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. It's Bronco football as we rejoin the action in quarter number one. Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Nix. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for the Broncos score. J.K. Dobbins with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. And oh, it's blocked. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection that led to the block.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow!
Now here's Mahomes. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Chiefs who got the road victory there, so now looking to claim the season series at home in KC. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's Hollywood, Marquise Brown, who finishes it off with the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From the gun on third down is Nix.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback.
And Xavier Worthy,
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
and the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, still in the first quarter, and look out, I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history to make it, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Nix to the air.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Broncos 6. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. They'll go play action with Nix.
And that's incomplete.
You talk about this Chiefs defense.
Well, they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's good for Broncos.
Off the play fake, here's Nix.
And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Now it's Nix.
And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
And that hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. And when you rough him, here's your bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Broncos first down.
Here's Nix.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw, here's Nix.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Complete to Evan Ingram. It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Nix looking to throw again.
Nowhere to go. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already for just the first quarter of play. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
But you look at this Bronco defense.
This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They spent the week at practice, and we know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the number 1 passing team in the league. But there are some things that we can do to give ourselves a chance in this game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and the Chiefs first down.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes to throw once more.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
Mahomes now to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs add 6 to their lead. First quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other side.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it. Scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over him.
Butker now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trying on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
32-yard line.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snapper to give to Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing Nix.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Looking to throw. Nix.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They go back to the ground. Dropped it up, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. In our stat pack every week, there's 2 columns for fumbles. FF for forced fumble, FR for fumble recovered. He's got the FR going. He recovered 2 last week and another one now.
And I know the FF guy, the guy who forced the fumble, is going to get major kudos for knocking the ball free. But it doesn't really matter if you don't have the FR guy coming in, swooping in, and getting the ball. That means he's around the football, able to make a play.
He was covered by Patrick Surtain.
Mahomes going to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's laid out deep for Rice. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey with career touchdown number 125, moving him into a tie with Walter Payton on the all-time list.
And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got.
Defense.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And Denver getting set to take the field.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Isaiah Pacheco
With his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Chiefs have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point by...
Is on target, and the route is on here in this first half.
Broncos 9. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas
Now after
City.
the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And coming out now, the Broncos. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration. You'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes.
Mahomes will do it himself. That is incomplete.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. That is caught by Rice for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chiefs take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
And they better put that ball to the side because with that catch, he's a new single-season receiving yards record holder.
What a fantastic year. And we saw it start early, didn't we, partner? Right out of the gate. We knew he was going to have a tremendous year, but who knew it would culminate in breaking this all-time record.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
58, Broncos 9. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Broncos.
Looking to put a drive together.
At their own 22-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. His throw incomplete.
His pass. Intended
Now
for
a 2nd and 10.
incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22.
Working out of the gun is Nix. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Broncos first down.
Back to throw. Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Boyd. Here now, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Nix. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Offense on 3rd down tonight. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Escapes the defender. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give up the middle to Dobbins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Nix. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end.
He'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. Nix from the shotgun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to... some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if he comes to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Butker on for the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10.
To throw is Nix.
Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Yards to go, second down.
At the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun. Nix. And he's taken down. A cheap sack. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward half.
Here's 3rd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Nix. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On 4th down, out is the rookie 6th-round pick, Jeremy Crawshaw, to punt.
As he's on to punt for the first time tonight. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
He's going deep for Brown. That's caught at the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big stroke like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. The regular season starts to move towards its conclusion. So many great games going on this weekend with playoff relevance. The AFC and NFC playoff pictures starting to come into focus. Big one coming up on Sunday night. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson on the call. Kickoff set for 8:20 Eastern right here on EA Sports. And here's Shane Zylstra. Next, let's go to Landover, Maryland, just outside the nation's capital, looking in on the Commanders as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And here it's Dak Prescott hooking up with his tight end, Jake Ferguson. Beautiful throw to the back of the end zone. It's a touchdown. The Cowboys win their third straight game as they get the victory today. With that, let's give you a look at the all-important playoff picture in the AFC here in Week 17. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail. And we are back underway. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Well, the Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you just have to go out, take pride in your work.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down.
Nix to the air. Now he's going to step up and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
That's another Broncos first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. 2nd and 11. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
back to throw. Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because